forget. Okay, so excited you guys are here. So today's team call is a little bit different. I don't have any slides. I'm going to be using this whiteboard instead because we're going to be talking about how to use the leadership ladder for building your income. Thank you. I like this necklace too. So we're going to be talking about how to use the leadership ladder to build your income because rank is important and helping people is super important, but you didn't get here because you wanted to spend all of your free time doing a hobby for no pay. So we're going to talk about how to make money. And for me, I think the best way of learning is learning the leadership ladder, learning how it works and how to move up it, because it's all tied into helping you be successful as a coach. First though, I had a couple things I want to talk about. Let me remember them really quickly. Oh, yes, the first thing. So for any of you guys who are going to Summit, something exciting that Nate and I have decided to do for the team is the very first night on Thursday night, right before opening ceremony, we're going to be taking the top 10 coaches from the entire team, so the entire downline, whoever's coming to Summit, out to dinner in a limo, and then it's going to be dropping us off at the stadium. So you're going to get dropped off in style at the stadium for opening night. So that's going to be really, really, really fun. And I'm going to announce exactly how we're going to calculate it. It's going to be based on your volume. And I'll write down exactly like the dates that we're going to be checking it by and all that kind of stuff. But basically, it's just going to be the top producing coaches in the entire downline, the top 10. So I think that's going to be something really, really fun and kind of a cool way for coaches who are maybe spread all throughout the downline to get to hang out and meet each other. Also just a fun way to start Summit, getting to hang out, eat dinner, right around Nashville in a limo. I think that's really fun. So something to be thinking about and planning for, ramping up maybe your challenge group promos and thinking about utilizing the 21-day fix sale and all that kind of stuff. So that is exciting. What was the other announcement that I had? I guess that's it. If I remember, I'll say it at the end. Okay, so today's call is all about volume. And can you guys see this whiteboard behind me? I'm going to make myself bigger so that I can see. Maybe I can't. Okay. At any point, if you can't see, just unmute yourself and holler because I'm going to be too far away to see chat. All right, so today we're going to be talking about using the leadership ladder to grow your income. So right now, I want everybody to go to our team training site, or if you have it saved on your computer, pull up the graphic that is the chart of the leadership ladder. It is in Cornerstone and our Business Starter Bootcamp. If you just want to go to the training sites, it's on the first page of each of those, but I want you to be able to look at it while I'm talking about it so that you don't get completely lost, since we're going to be saying a lot of numbers and a lot of terms like TV and SC and PS. So I want you guys to have it in front of you. So I know that there's going to be a spectrum of coaches in the call, from brand new coach to advanced coach. So humor me for a second while I level the playing field for everybody in case you're new. Some terms that you might hear today, just so that you know what they mean. When I say PS, it means a personally sponsored coach. So if I say PS coach, it means a coach that you yourself signed up and added into your downline. If I say SC, that means Success Club. So if I say they need an SC point, it means they need at least one Success Club point. The graphic is in all of our team trainings, the e-courses. So you just go to the team training site and go to either the Business Starter Bootcamp or Cornerstone, or you could literally just Google Beachbody Leadership Ladder chart, and it'll like be one of the first images that comes up in Google Images. Love that, Google. Okay, so Success Club, SC. You're going to hear me say TV, which stands for team volume. You can think of it kind of like total volume as well. What other ones am I going to say? Oh, you're going to hear me say TBCs, and that stands for team bonus cycles, and that is just explaining how we make money as coaches that are Emerald ranked and higher. I think that's it. So if there's anything else that you hear me say that doesn't sound familiar and you're confused, just holler. Okay, so first up. So when everybody starts as a coach, right, we start in the beginning. And the first rung on the leadership ladder is business starter, right? Yes, business starter. So this is where we're all just new coaches. We're getting the hang of it. We're sharing our journey. We're talking about what we're doing, and we're trying to find our first challengers. This is so natural. This is the first rung. So basically, to break down business starter really easily for you guys, it is hit Success Club. All of these categories added together mean be a coach who hits Success Club. And all of the leadership ladder categories are calculated by the month. So at the end of the month, Beachbody looks at what you accomplished, and if you hit all of these milestones, you get promoted to the next rung in the leadership ladder that next month. And then to keep that, you have to hit all these things again, or you go back down, or you hit the future ones and you move back up. So you can kind of be moving up and down the ladder all the time, but it's every single month is how it's calculated. So all of these things are for the whole month, not for just 1 week. Okay, business starter, you are a coach. That's easy enough. You're an active coach. You hit Success Club 5, and hitting Success Club 5 would make you an active coach. So that's easy. And you earn at least $100 in commission. Again, hitting Success Club 5 would earn you at least $100 in commission. If you sold 3 21-day fixed challenge packs on the promotional price, which is the lowest price, your commission would be $40 on each of those. So you'd instantly make $120 and you'd hit this. So business starter is all about commissions, right? It's not taking anything else into account. So the next one is where we're really going to be focusing on team builder. Team builder is basically a very fancy way of saying you have a very solid emerald with coaches who are working under you. And this is huge, 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 because I think one of the things that is really tempting is to build a team on a lot of discount coaches, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with having discount coaches. But when you're trying to earn income in your coaching business, you have to have people working under you. You have to be duplicating business success. So that's what the leadership ladder is all about. It's helping you go from just having an empty rank to having a really solid rank. Hopefully that makes sense. So team builder, you have to be an emerald or higher ranked coach, which means that you have one coach on each side of your organization. Everybody see? You can see? I can see. Okay. You have to be emerald ranked or higher, and you have to hit Success Club. All of these you have to hit Success Club. So Beachbody is showing you that that's a top priority. It doesn't matter what rung you're on, you still have to be hitting Success Club. Next, though, you have to have 2 personally sponsored coaches that have at least 1 Success Club point on the board. So what does that mean? That means you need to at least have 2 coaches who are working the business, right? So if you're an emerald and you just have 2 coaches, that may be a little bit tricky because one of them might be your spouse, one of them might be a friend, one of them might be a challenger who just wants the discount. So this is really showing you that you need to kind of grow beyond that. Lastly, you need to have 200 TV on your weak leg. So let's talk a little bit about that. So in Team Builder, we're shifting from a commission-based income to one generated from TBCs. But you guys may be like, well, I don't know how to generate TBCs or how income works with that. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. Okay, so here's you, right here. Can you guys see, or do I need to draw bigger? Thumbs up? Good? All right, that's you. And above you is your upline coach. I'm going to draw a heart because they love you, whether it's me or someone else on our team. Okay, that's your upline coach. That's you. So when you go into your coach online office as a new coach, let me put this down a little bit. When you go into your coach online office, you may notice that you have 2 places where you can put people, a left leg and a right leg. Everybody in the organization only has 2 legs. Everybody's legs are interconnected, so that's how it goes. Do you see how your leg on this side and your sponsor's legs are forming a straight line? Whichever leg that you are on of your sponsor, you share that leg with them. Okay, so now you may go in and you may notice, well, let me make that bigger. You may notice, hey, there's coaches on that side that I didn't sign up. I haven't signed anybody up. And I've had people email me like, hey, I already have 3 coaches. Isn't that amazing? That is really, really great, but they don't count as your personally sponsored coaches. So they don't help you rank advance at all. They don't count towards one of your 2 for Emerald. What they do count for, though, is your volume on that leg, which, are we flipped? No, your left leg. That's right for you guys, right? Left? Okay. They count for your volume on your left leg. So if you have this situation happening, that is called your strong leg. It's also called inheriting volume from your upline. And this is one of the cool things about network marketing, is that this is something that can happen. Now, this is not in everybody's business. Everybody's is different, and it really just depends on where you're placed in the organization, how the coaches above you are working their businesses. So some of you guys may have a strong leg and some don't. If you don't see any coaches being added to either side of your organization ever, then that means you have what's called balanced legs. And you're just gonna have to build a little bit differently strategically, but I want you guys to get it out of your head that one or the other is better than the other, because it's absolutely not. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that at the end. All right, so let's talk about how we can get these TBCs, because to be on the next rung of the leadership ladder, to be a team builder, we have to have 200 in TV on our weak leg. What does that mean, right? Okay. So you have a coach here and a coach here. And let's say, I'm going to color your coaches in so you can see really good. Let's say you have some other coaches that are being added by your upline on that leg. So your left leg would be your strong leg. And your right leg would be called your weak leg. Everybody see? Kind of. Okay. So this is the leg that the leadership ladder is going to look at. That's the leg that they're going to want to see you building volume on, right? Okay, so how it works with TBCs and volume is on your strong leg, for every 200 in volume points you have, and for every 100 volume points you have, that equals one cycle, one team bonus cycle, TBC. That cap of my pen does not want to stay on. All right, one team bonus cycle. When you are an Emerald coach, let me go up here, you earn $14 for each cycle that you do in a week. When you are a Ruby coach, you earn 16, and when you're a Diamond, you jump up to 18, which is why you always hear people saying that it's really important to get to Diamond, really important to get to Diamond, because that's a big jump right there. $18 a cycle is way better than $14 and $16 a cycle. All right, so as you and your coaches are working, your coaches, even if they're just discount coaches and they're still ordering Shakeology, that's 90 PV and 90 TV every single month for each of these people. So you're generating this volume on each of your legs. So how it works with a cycle is for every 200 and 100, that's one cycle. And then you earn that many dollars. So if you cycled one time in a week as an Emerald coach, you'd earn $14 off the volume of your team. Now, I know that you may be like, yeah, that's not that awesome. But everybody starts somewhere. We all start with zero volume on both sides, and we all have to build it. But the cool thing is you just made $14 that you didn't have to make any sale for, right? It's kind of like the beginning of beautiful things. This is why this business is incredible, because in every other job and every other company, you're basically trading time for money. You have to physically be there doing your job for a certain amount of time, and you earn a certain amount of dollars for that. In network marketing and Beachbody, you get to leverage yourself across the success of a network. And that is the cool thing about what we do. So the better your coaches are doing under you, the more income you're gonna make off the volume. So it really is a cool way of rewarding you for helping other people succeed. All right, how do you find your volume, right? You're like, well, I would love to move forward in the leadership ladder, but how do I even know this? You go into your coach online office, click on my business, my volume, and there's going to be two little columns, left and right. Shows you right there. You can check it any day. You can watch it update day to day, and then it'll show you the last weeks at the end of the week. So today you can go and see what you ended at for last week. This is a really good thing to track. This is why it's included in some of the trackers for people who are Emerald and above and Diamond and above. It's really great to keep track of your volume because it can help you focus on this growth. You can say, okay, I'm only 90 away this month. I only need to sell one more Shakeology, or someone in my downline only needs to sell one more Shakeology. Is there a coach I can help to get a Success Club point or something like that? Okay, so let's talk about, let's talk about how to get 200 PV, right? Because you may be like, I have no idea how to accumulate that on my weak leg. Well, every time anybody on your weak leg, on your right leg, let's say you have a coach here and they have one coach, just to give an example. Okay, so anytime your coach places an order or makes a sale, that's volume, and that rolls up to count as the volume on that weak leg. Anytime their coach orders something or makes a sale, that's volume, and it rolls up. So let's say they're both not really doing a lot, but they are on Shakeology HD. So that's 90 and 90. So you're already at 180 for that one leg, just with them staying on Shakeology HD. So you're so close to hitting that 200, right? If they order a program, if they have a BOD subscription that renews, or if any of them actually sell something, you're gonna instantly be over it. So, see, it's really not that hard to get to 200 in a whole month. You have the whole month to do it, and so do they. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh my gosh, I have no idea how I'm ever gonna get to 200. Don't have that limiting mindset, because the next rung that we're gonna jump to, your weak leg volume is gonna jump, and I want you to be ready for it. Let's talk about getting to team leader. Why is it important to try and move from business builder to team leader, right? Or team builder to team leader. Let me erase this so that we can start fresh. Okay, you heard me say earlier that it's really awesome to get to Diamond because you get to the $18 for every team bonus cycle. That is a great, great thing. But here's another reason. It's because as you start to grow your business, if you're at Emerald, you could actually start capping out on what you can earn in team bonus cycles based on your rank. So while it's super, super important to focus on your volume growth, because that isn't, I mean, really the number one indicator in the income that you're going to be able to make more than rank, it's really important to still keep rank in mind, because rank could limit you if you're not paying attention to it. So if you're an Emerald coach, you cap out at $250 a week in team bonus cycles. So if your team is producing more volume than that you could be making more money on, you're still going to be capped when you're an Emerald until you build to Diamond. Diamond's cap bumps up to $2,000 a week. And so I've seen tons of people who are really good retailers who sign up a bunch of coaches who are really good retailers, but none of them are business builders. I've seen them cap out at $250 a week, and I've had to message them and be like, hey, you're losing money because you haven't rank advanced. Like, you could literally, you're earning the money, you just can't get paid for it because your rank is limiting you. So that's why it's really, really awesome to build to Diamond and focus on team leader. Okay, so team leader, everybody pull up your little graphic again. Team leader is what I like to call Diamond and beyond, because we all know that to get to Diamond, you need 4 coaches on each side, and 1 on each side needs to be an Emerald, which means that they have, or higher, which means that they have at least 2 active coaches under them. So you basically have 10 coaches in your organization to be a Diamond or higher. And as soon as you get to that, you'll start being able to earn the $18 per cycle. But to get to team leader, you have to do a little more than that. You have to hit Success Club 5, because we lead from the front every single month. And now you have to have 4 coaches, each with 1 Success Club point on the board. Okay, so let's talk about this. You're a Diamond, you have 4 coaches on each side, and 1 on each side is an Emerald, which leads you to believe that they're working the business, right? To get to team leader, though, you need 4 coaches who are selling something, who are selling challenge packs and have at least 1 point. They don't all have to hit Success Club, but they all have to have 1 point, and they have to be your personally sponsored. So the coaches under your Emeralds don't count for this. So this is why this is such a clutch thing to be focused on. So many coaches, you guys, focus on get to Diamond, get to Diamond. They add 8 coaches, and then that's it. They go, all right, I'm Diamond, I'm cool, I don't have to worry about anything. And they sit there, and their Diamond slowly crumbles, because as hard as it is to accept it, these 8 people are not going to be the 8 people that are always with you, most likely. Some of them probably will be. Some of them will quit. Some of them that, they're just going to decide it's not for them after a while. Some of them may have a really incredible experience, but they may come to a point in their life where Beachbody is just not what they need, and they may move on. And all of those things are okay. But you, as a CEO, need to be prepared, because you don't want your business to suffer just because you pumped the brakes. So to get to team leader, you have to have 4 coaches with 1 Success Club point. which means that instead of only having 2 business builders, you really need at least 4, right? But here's why this is awesome before you all get like daunted and are like, oh my God, I have to have 4 business builders. All that's going to do is help you grow your volume. So it's really important to build evenly to get to diamond. To get to diamond, you have to have 4 on each side, 1 emerald on each side. That's super even, right? You're having to place coaches evenly. And I always tell people, just kind of rotate people left and right until you're to diamond. And if you have 2 people that tell you they want to be business builders, put them on opposite sides so that your chances of getting an emerald on each side happen quicker. But the idea is to build to diamond really evenly. But then we don't want to stop there. We want to keep going, right? And we want to keep going evenly because some of these people are going to fall off. So you want to basically have a buffer to your diamond. So you want to keep adding a couple coaches on each side and keep growing your organization. You want to keep looking for people who want to work the business that you can develop into more emeralds, right? Let's go like this. Because to get to team leader, you have to have a much higher volume on your weak leg. And that's only going to help you earn more income as a coach. I've seen diamond coaches that make $1,000 a week, and I've seen diamond coaches that make $60 a week. So diamond is not a guarantee of a big income by any means. That rank is the potential for a bigger income. Does that make sense? I don't want anybody to think like, I'm going to get to diamond and be a millionaire, because it's just not the case. That's you're opening the door for that earning potential, and you're getting to the level where it starts to kick off and the momentum starts to build. But if you just sit at diamond, it's not going to happen. You have to be growing. You have to be developing leaders beneath you in your organization for it to happen. All right. So like I said, excuse me. At Emerald, you can cap at $250 a week that you can make off your team volume. At Diamond, it bumps up to $2,000. So as a Diamond, think about this for a second. If you build your organization really strong and you have lots of coaches under you, you're teaching them how to work the business, some of them are really taking off, you're teaching them to duplicate with their coaches, you have the potential to be earning $2,000 a week. That is $8,000 a month, strictly in team bonus cycles. That is money that you did not have to make a sale for. Let that sink in for a second, because it is an incredible thing to get rewarded for the work that you've done to help other people grow their businesses. That is not to mention the commissions that you're going to earn, the residual income from orders coming in, the BOD subscriptions, all of that kind of stuff will still be coming in just like normal. But you could, as a Diamond, be at that point where you're making that much money, which is incredible. I mean, that is one of the beauties of this business. Excuse me. Okay, so once you get to team leader and you have this really strong Diamond, you have people working all over the place, and you're really working your way now, rank-wise, to 2-star Diamond, because you've got workers on both sides that are building their teams. Let's say that these people are all adding coaches at various things. You've got random workers everywhere, worker bees. It's like a little hive. Got a beautiful little beehive happening. All right, once you get to this point, now it's really important to know your strong leg from your weak leg. And in the Cornerstone training that I'm doing right now with a bunch of you guys, I mentioned this morning that it's really important to know your strong leg and weak leg, because it helps you strategically to build your business in the way that best makes you income. So once you get to this point, this is when you start getting strategic about your business and how to maximize your income. So if you have, let's say you have a really strong leg. Let's say you're like me. I'll model it after my business. My business, my left leg is really strong because I have a ton of coaches in the Bombshell Dynasty that are also on that leg. And all of their teams and all of their coaches all get added to it. So that leg is very, very strong. My right leg is my weaker leg. So if you have a strong leg that just has really good volume and it's always way higher than your weak leg, then once you get to this point, now you start to focus on building your weak leg. This is when you start to put more of your coaches on your weak leg, especially ones that want to be business builders, because the business builders are going to generate more volume than discount coaches just because of the nature of the business. And obviously, we don't know who's going to take off and if people are going to quit. Use your best judgment. Inevitably, at some point in this business, you're going to put someone on a side and then they're going to take off or they're going to quit, and you're going to be like, I placed that person not ideally. It happens. It's okay. Here's a little story. Melanie Mitro, top coach in the company, millionaire, is placed on one of my friends in the Bombshell Dynasty's strong legs. So her volume doesn't really help in the same way as it was if she was placed on the weak. If she had been placed on that person's weak leg, that person would have become a millionaire 2 years sooner than they did, just because of that one coach's volume that was added. So inevitably it happens. People get placed in sides of your business that are not maximizing it. It's okay. Don't freak out. Don't overanalyze it too much. Just do your best. Okay, so then you start growing your weak leg. And that's when your volume really starts to grow. And to get to team leader, you have to have 5,000 on your weak leg. So what does that mean that you're making? Because to get to team leader, you have to earn $1,000 in commission in the month. And you have to have 5,000 volume on your weak leg in the month. Okay, let me tell you how to figure it out. You guys ready? You might want to write this down. If you have a strong leg, this is a really, really easy way to figure out how much you're going to make based on your weak leg volume. So you take the number, so let's say 5,000 because that's what we're doing for team leader. You divide it by 100 because that's how much you need on your weak side to cycle. So 5,000 divided by 100 is 50. Then you multiply it by 18 because that's how much is a diamond that you're going to get paid by each cycle. Anybody want to do the math on that? $900 in TBCs. So you're just $100 short of what you need for team leader. And that easily gets made up in your commissions because you're hitting Success Club 5, the residual income that you have, all that kind of stuff. So it's really cool once you figure out how to get it going. Okay, so I told you I would return to, say that again. Okay, really easy equation for those of you guys that have a strong leg, or if you just want to figure it out based on your weak leg volume, which is what I like to do because I think it's easier. Take your weak leg volume. So let's say 5,000, right? Oh, let's do an easy one. What's an easier one? Let's do 1,000. What you need for the first round team builder. Okay, 1,000. You divide it by 100 because 100 is what you need to cycle on your weak leg. So 1,000 divided by 100. Everybody got it? Then you multiply that by whichever rank you are. So if you're an emerald, you multiply it by 14. If you're a ruby, you multiply it by 16. If you're a diamond, you multiply it by 18. And that's how much you would get paid. Got it? So if you're a diamond and you have 1,000 volume on your weak leg in a month, you would divide it by 100. So you would take 10, you'd multiply it by 18, that's $180 that month in TBCs. You can do the same thing in a week. So that's a really easy way for you, if you say like, oh, I need to have X amount in a week, that's a really easy way for you to kind of guesstimate if you're close to that. And then you can purposefully do, a push or be working on building your volume to get to that amount. Okay, so I told you I would tell you a little bit more about how there are different situations, right? Because I know everybody looks at it and goes, well, I want a strong leg. Like, I want to inherit volume. That sounds awesome. And yeah, it can be really great. But it has it is not an indicator of whether or not you're going to be a successful coach or able to build a successful income. So you guys all know that my kind of group of success partners is me, Bonnie Engel, Morgan Rieger, Nikki Johnson, and Laura Mendenhall, right? These are all kind of well-known coaches, and they're all really, really successful, and they're all high-income earners. But all of us are different in the way our legs are. So me and Morgan, our businesses are really, really similar. We both have what's called a power leg, which is basically a strong leg on steroids. So our left legs on both of us are super, super, super strong because we have some of the big Bombshell Dynasty coaches on those legs that were placed by Lindsay. So that leg is really, really strong. So me and Morgan work on building our weak legs. Now that we've solidly gotten to diamond and past 2-star, we work on building our weak leg volume so that we can work on growing our income. Nikki and Bonnie have even legs. They don't have a strong leg. The way that they're positioned in the organization, they don't inherit a lot of volume from their upline. So they've had to build both sides evenly. All the volume in their organization came from them and the coaches that they put and then the coaches that they added. And as you can see, it has not hindered either of them in their ability to grow successful businesses or have incredible income growth. I have seen coaches that have really, really, really strong legs go nowhere and not capitalize on it. And I've seen coaches that have completely balanced legs grow massive amounts of income and massive businesses. So there is not one way that is better than the other. There is not one way that is a guarantee of success. And if you have one way or the other, you shouldn't feel like defeated before you start, because both of them are perfectly fine. All right, so the last thing I wanted to talk about was growing volume is really, really, really important to making this income, right? I do not want anybody who is not a diamond coach, not a strong diamond coach, to go and start throwing all their coaches on their weak leg. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get stuck because of your rank. If you put all your coaches on your weak leg, you can't rank advance to diamond and star diamond, because those ranks are specific to having even amounts of people on both sides. To get to diamond, you have to have at least one worker bee on your left side and one worker bee on your right side. To get to 2-star diamond, you need at least one serious worker bee who's a diamond on your left and one serious worker bee who's a diamond on your right. So if you're throwing everybody onto one side, you're going to limit yourself because you're not going to have anybody developing on the other side. Does that make sense? Okay. The reason why it's important to focus on rank in addition to volume, like I said, is because you'll get capped out if your rank is not advancing. So, like I said, Emerald, you get capped out at $250 a week. Diamond at $2,000. At 1-star diamond, you get capped out at $3. At 2-star diamond, you capped out at $4, and it goes up. So for every star, add 2 to it, and that's how many thousands. So 1-star diamond gets capped out at 3,000. 5-star diamond gets capped out at 7,000. 10-star diamond gets capped out at 12,000, and so on and so forth. Okay, the last way that you can make money that has to do with your coaches being successful under you is called a matching bonus. So some of you guys have maybe already tapped into this, some of you guys that have people who are really working underneath you. So you guys now know that you earn income if you're an emerald or higher ranked coach in team bonus cycles. That's what you earn each week based off the volume of your team. Your sponsor coach gets a bonus every time you earn income in TBCs. So you, as a sponsor coach, when your coaches start earning income based on their volume, are going to get a bonus. So if you can help people build successful businesses where they are earning based off of their volume instead of just commissions, you're going to get rewarded. And the matching bonus is 10%. So for a coach that, excuse me, so for a coach that makes $1,000 in a week, their sponsor coach makes a $100 bonus in that week. So you can imagine how it all starts to kind of add up as you have more and more and more coaches going. This is the incredible, incredible opportunity that you have in front of you in this business. So many people do not take advantage of it, and they stay kind of at that baseline level, and they get frustrated in this. They say, this is a scam. I can't make any money. I'm working so hard, and I'm not where I want to be. I haven't replaced my income. You really have to focus on growth to get over that hump, to get over the diamond hump, and then to build that really solid diamond organization so you're getting to team leader and beyond, because that's when magic starts to happen. Let me look at questions really quick. All right, I think I got all those. All right, one last thing about spouse accounts, because it's important for a lot of you guys who are new. If you and your spouse have decided that you're going to sign them up as a coach under you, everybody's advice is usually to put them on the weak leg. Now, if you have already signed up your coach and or your spouse and they're on your strong leg, do not panic. Nate is on my strong leg. It is okay. But there is a benefit to having them on your weak leg, because you and your spouse control that account. So you can grow it as much as you want. And when you grow their account, you basically are earning twice because they're on your weak leg. So you can earn income through their account, and then it helps you earn income in your account with those bonus cycles. So that's really, really, really important. Once you get to 2-star, which means you have a diamond on each side, you can open up a second business center, which is incredible. This is like where all of the doors of your business start to blow wide open. And this is why I've started telling you guys Diamond is great, but I want you to set your sights towards Team Leader and 2-star, because Diamond is an incredible milestone, incredible achievement. The confidence, you're earning more income, you are invited to trips, you get special lines at events, you get recognition. That's huge for your confidence. That's a huge boost, right? But 2-star is where you really start to unlock massive potential. So you can open up a second business center, which just means that you can sign up yourself as a coach under yourself. And now you have 2 coach accounts that are you. So if you've ever thought to yourself, why can't I just find someone like me? I just wish I could sign up me on my team, because then I know that I would have a good coach working under me. Get to 2-star and you can sign up you underneath you. Problem solved. And then the great thing about that is you can strategically place that business center to really maximize volume. So for example, my second business center is placed on my weak leg. So all of the volume that it creates, I earn just like my regular account would. So I earn commission, I earn TBCs, matching bonuses, all those things. But then all of the volume that organization basically makes rolls up to the weak leg of my first, and I earn income off the volume off of it, and it helps me cycle way more than I did before I had a second business center. It is a pretty cool thing, learning how to maximize the compensation plan. So I know I threw a lot of terms and numbers out at you. I'm going to go ahead and open it up to questions, because I'm sure that you guys have some. If you guys just want